Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. In addition to the Royalty and Legacy expansion pack, which just released a few days ago, we also got two kits. We got Tea Time Solarium, which was a build kit, which I reviewed in another video. I'll link that in the description. We also got Silver Screen Style. It's a cast kit. I think it's supposed to harken back to like the golden age of cinema, like the Hollywood back in like the 40s and 50s. So let's go ahead, let's just jump right in. So we have the Sims 4 Silver Screen Style kit. Cut a bold figure and striking styles inspired by the mystique of a classic era with the Sims 4 Silver Screen Style kit. Exude graceful power as the head of the family. Again, they're released at the same time as Royalty and Legacy, so they're kind of playing into that dynasty thing. By pairing a dramatic gown with bold accessories, or go for the iconic, intriguing look of a trench coat and hat to hide your eyes while you search for secrets. This kit is about stepping into the role of larger-than-life characters. Kit features bold, beautiful, and dangerous. Look confident and capable in sparkling jewelry, a faux fur trimmed coat, and sleek shoes, in addition to gowns and suits that create classic silhouettes. Look the part. Embody unstoppable persona. Dress for the moment you have a scandal, reveal your secret plot, or get away with your prize. Again, they're leaning into the Royalty and Legacy stuff. They want you to have all these all at the same time. These are dramatic looks for when you want to feel iconic. So let's go ahead, let's go into the game. And for this, I figure we go to Del Sol Valley and we'll probably play as the Bailey Moons, because there's a man, a woman, and a child. We can see if there's any toddler clothing stuff as well. But they live in the Sims version of Hollywood, so maybe we'll give them an old Hollywood glam makeover while we're at it. All right, starting with the men, I just want to see if they have any hair. I'm assuming they don't, but you never know. So there are no hair options. All right, no hair. Any headwear? I'm assuming we have headwear. It looks like for headwear for men, we have the fedora, which looks huge on his head, but okay. Yes, it's supposed to be that big. Okay, that looks a little crazy, but we have a few different color options. They all do look pretty nice. I see this does look giant on his head though, but okay. And then accessories. Do we have anything? We have a pair of glasses. Actually, let me remove the hat real quick so we can actually see the glasses. The glasses are nice. Those are really nice. And it's kind of like a regular, either gold or silver frames or some black frames, but they also have like a lighter lens and like a more neutral lens, like sunglasses versus like regular glasses. But I think we like the gold. I'm also gonna put his hat back on and we'll do the pink hat for now. We'll see what the rest of the outfit comes together with. But is there anything else? I'm assuming like no makeup or anything. Let me see. Not at least for masculine features. Okay, so we have the hat, we have the glasses. Let's see what we have as far as like tops go. Well, first let's look at style looks, see if there's anything in here. So it looks like we have one off the bat that has a few different color options. This is a cute one, kind of like that bomber. It's like a bomber jacket and just like a nice pair of like, slacks. But overall, that looks pretty good. So we're not actually gonna stick with the style look. We're gonna remove all his stuff for now. All right, so tops, what do we have? We have kind of like a suit and tie combo. Very big on the shoulder pads though. But we have a few nice color swatches here. We have the bomber jacket. I really like this. I like the colors that comes in. We have kind of like a tux jacket with a scarf. Again, really big shoulder pads, but I guess that was the style. Big boxy was kind of the style back then. I'm assuming. I could be talking out my butt with that. But then we also have like a tucked in. I think it's supposed to be tucked in, so you're supposed to ignore that part. But kind of like tucked in, it's like two different shirts and an ascot. But a few different options here. This does look super cute. So I'm actually gonna keep this on him just because I think that looks pretty good. Did he lose his hat? He lost his hat. You're supposed to be wearing a hat. There we go. We'll stick with that. All right, and looking at, was that it for tops? I'm guessing so. Let's go full body, see what we have. So we have a few full body options. We basically have a full suit with a trench coat. We have basically a full suit with a trench coat that's closed up, a faux fur lined jacket, which looks like a little scarf, and just a basically suit without the blazer. Very high-waisted pants, suspenders, very like 40s, 50s, almost like newsboy. Like I would expect to see this like working like a newspaper stand, like one of those like old movies. But I think that's all the full body stuff. As far as bottoms go, we just have the one pair of pants, but it has a few different swatches. I think these all match up with that jacket. Let me pull that jacket back in. Yeah, for the most part, the patterns line up pretty well. Okay. Yeah, overall, some pretty nice selections. And then accessories, what do we have in here? So like we have the gloves, which I'm actually going to remove this top so we can actually see the gloves. Those look like driving gloves. And we have a few different color options for those. So those look pretty nice. And then we have this nice array of rings. Overall, it looks very extravagant. And then I think that was it for the accessories. And then shoes, do we have any shoes? shoes. We do. We had the old-timey style, kind of like two-tone men's dress shoes. Has nice color options though. And we have a few that are just like modded like a single tone as well. So I kind of think that helps with the versatility a little bit. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, so I think that's it for the men's fashion. I'm sure I probably missed something, but overall this is pretty good. As far as his new regular outfit, I think we're gonna go with something like that. I think that looks kind of cute on him. Let me see if I can mix up maybe we'll do like the brown shoes, and then maybe for pants. Yeah, no, I kind of like the white. I think the white looks pretty good here. So cool. So this is the new Thorn Bailey, everyone. I think we hit everything. I'm sure I probably missed something. I'm not the best at casts, and I know I always end up missing stuff in the filters, but you know, we'll see. So Thorn Bailey, you're looking good. Let's look at Octavia Moon, and let's see what options here. Starting with the head, I don't see any hairs. Headwear, we have a few different options. So we kind of have like a scarf that you wear over your hair. We have another hat, and we also have the lady fedora. This one has like a nice little brooch on it. Let's go back to the scarf because I realized I just completely glossed over all the colors. This one's kind of got like a chain and key thing. A few different patterns, but overall this looks pretty nice. I actually really love that color. That's a really good color. And then we have a white and a black going with this hat. Very similar options. A few different metal options for the brooch thing. And then the fedora, I think these are all the same styles we saw in the man. Again, this looks huge on her head, but I don't know. I don't have a fedora, so I don't know how they're actually supposed to fit. But those are the different options there. Do we have any accessories? Oh, let me take off the hat so we can actually see if there are any. Yes, we have this nice set of earrings, very like jewel encrusted, very nice, very big, but very nice. They have basically the same glasses that I think we saw on the male Sims. And then we have this necklace, which kind of I think is supposed to match up with the earrings. Bunch of different jewel tones, some different pearl colors. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And I think I'm going to give her, at least for now, I might change it once we do the outfit. For right now, I think we're going to do the headscarf in this one. There we go. All right. Now going over to the body for tops. Well, let me see style looks first. Are there no style looks, really? Oh, there's one. Cinematic chic. And it's basically a dress with a few different color options and looks like matching shoes. Very nice. Oh, I guess when I do the style looks, it takes off everything else. I didn't want to do that, but the style look is nice, at least. All right, I gotta put her stuff back on though. Headwear, we're doing the scarf and then the necklace. Where'd you get that necklace from? Yeah, it was a silver screen style necklace. I'm not sure why that was in the style look, but okay. We'll give you the earrings, even though you're not gonna see them through here. There we go. All right, going back to tops, we have basically almost looks like a two-piece top. Almost looks like the shoulder straps is like a separate thing, but it has a few different color options. It's relatively muted patterns. It's mostly just solids, but I think that's pretty nice. And then we have a jacket. Again, very similar colors, kind of like a two-tone, like along the stitching for some of them. And then we have the faux fur, I think the faux fur lined coat. And you have a few different options as far as like the coat itself and the underlying shirt, but okay. So that's pretty nice. Going over the full body, we have basically a female version of the suit. And these are pretty much all the same colors I think we saw with the male variant. Maybe a few different ones. I don't know if I remember seeing that orange, but either way, it's cute. We have the dress, and this is just, you know, pretty nice, nearly solid dress. There are a few patterns. I think it kind of matches the headscarf a bit, but it's a little slit on the side. Very cute. We have a full length fur coat with like a little dress underneath. And again, kind of like with the upper body variant, you have a few different fur color options as well as some like the underlying dress options. And then we have this one dressed with like a little embroidered thing. Like it's like a doily. I'm not sure what they call it when it's on fashion, when it's on a person, but it looks like a doily. Also got a little peek right there. Little peek right there at the skin. Love that for her. Cool. So pretty nice options there. As far as lower body, we just have this one skirt. Nice colors, a lot of solid colors, a few kind of muted patterns. I think this goes very well with that suit jacket we saw earlier. And then accessories, we have the same driving gloves I think we saw for the male Sims. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is that if you look too closely, it looks like skin tight. Like that's almost like cutting off her circulation, but I'm sure it's fine. And then we have the same ring combo I think we saw with the male Sims. All right, I think for that, the last thing is just the shoes, and she has the heel. And I think we saw a few of them when we saw the style look, but it's just basically solid colors, nice little heel. Nothing too crazy, but overall I think it looks pretty nice. So as far as her makeover, we have the headscarf. I think I want to do a kind of give her like the same color palette as Thorn. So can we do that with what we have in here? I don't mind that. Well, maybe we'll give her like the full body. Maybe we'll give her like a full body dress. There we go. I think that's cute. I don't know if you would wear a headscarf or something like that, but we're going to keep it on. And we'll give her... I don't like the look of the gloves with that, though. Okay, we're going to go back to the rings. We're going to go back to the rings. False alarm. Okay, so that is our new Octavia Moon. I don't know if this is fashion, but it looks good enough. All right, Orange Bailey Moon. I have no idea if there's any kid stuff in here. There probably isn't. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Headwear, nothing. Hair, nothing. Accessories, nothing. Makeup, nothing. Okay. Do we have any styled looks? No styled looks. No tops. Yeah, there's basically no kids clothes in here, which I'm going to take to mean there's also going to be no infant or toddler. All right, let me at least give him some clothes. I don't think there doesn't look like there's any kids clothes, which I'm going to take to mean there's no infant or toddler either. And I think we didn't see anything when we were looking at the thing originally. So looks like we just have some male and some masculine, feminine, full size, full adult fashions. I don't know. We'll give him that for now. That looks fine. Okay, so we have our new Thorn Bailey, our new Octavia Moon, and Orange Bailey Moon because he doesn't have any other clothes. So I think that's pretty much it. Overall, I do really like the way some of this stuff looks. Like some of the men's fashion, it definitely looks from a certain date and time. Like I think this is actually the case with a lot of suits in this game. They end up looking like boxy and almost, I know like the looser fit is coming back, but they almost look like 1940s like mob members or something. This outfit looks good. This outfit reminds me of like Hollywood. And then her outfit, a lot of these like female options, I can see them being a little more timeless. Like they are definitely from a certain era, but if they were to wear something like this today, I wouldn't be completely out of place. They said no kids fashion I could see. No, so I'm assuming there's no infant or toddler. We'll go through the list and double check that. So overall, it's not a bad kit. And I think until March 15th, if you buy the Royalty and Legacy Royal, the Grand Bundle, you'll get this and this Tea Time Solarium for free. You can also buy it individually. They're the usual $5. So yeah, so there you go. So thank you guys for watching another video. Thank you guys for watching, I guess, my first real breakdown of a cast kit. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment what you think about this kit, whether you prefer cast or build kits. Me personally, it's more build kit, but I am open to exploring more of cast and seeing what's out there because there is some really nice stuff. But yeah, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel and you guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, my friends, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.